Good morning. Today I want to share Psalm 34, verse 10, which says, "The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they who seek the Lord shall not be in want of any good thing." I apologize now if this video gets a little long, but I could not help but smile as I thought about how God provided exactly what I wanted. And even though it took longer than I had hoped, He was good. He provided because He loves and cares about us. And I had been asking Him. About a month ago, I shared that we were going to be needing a new mattress because we had had ours for over 26 years. And it now had a hole in it. And so we needed it. And I wanted to get another bed because ours also has had issues with the rails held up the bed, and the metal kept bending and the mattress and box spring would fall. So I was hoping to get a bed that did not need the box spring and would just have a good, nice, thick mattress that sat on it and would be about the same height as what it is now. And so I was praying about this and went shopping for mattresses to see, do I want a medium? Do I want firm? What kind of mattress? Finally decided what I wanted, went online to find what I wanted. And a lot of the mattresses nowadays are the kind that come in a box where they're rolled up and vacuum sealed, and you're supposed to open them and let them sit for 2 or 3 days. And we don't have room for that. So I knew I needed a regular kind of mattress that they deliver and we could sleep on it that same night. Found that at Sam's Club and put it into the cart online, but did not place the order. There was, God knew. I didn't know at the time, but I just knew there's some reason I feel like I'm not supposed to order this yet. And I knew it was not quite as thick as I would have liked, but I was okay because it was the kind we needed. So I start looking for beds then, and ones that will, this thick mattress will fit on this kind of bed. And I knew I wanted it to be wood because my husband wanted our bed to be similar to what we have now, in that he wanted it to be wood because it would match their dressers. And, I looked at all kinds of beds, and just either they were too long for where it needs to sit, or we would have had to rearrange the entire room. And I'm like, that's way too much work. I want it to be fitting in this space where our bed is now. And something about the slats kept me from ordering beds because I kept thinking, I know the mattress says the slats are supposed to be between 2 and 3 inches apart. And you can't tell that from these pictures, but I would count the slats and kept coming up with 12. Some of them less. Some of them I knew just as soon as I saw what the frame looked like, that's too far apart. But I'd read reviews, and there were reviews that I would be like, oh, I don't have a piece about this. Fast forward to January, and I still hadn't found anything, but I saw on Sam's Club that the mattresses were supposed to be going on sale. And so for about a week, I kept checking, and the mattress I chose was not going on sale. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm out of luck. And one day God just said, look at the mattresses. I'm like, okay. So I looked at the mattresses that were on sale and saw one that was pretty much identical to the one I chose, except it was 2 inches thicker and was marked down $150, so it now was the exact same price as the one I had chosen. So I took out the one I had ordered, had in my cart to order, and ordered this other one that was now a 13-inch one, exactly what I wanted. And I was just so thankful. And then I'm like, okay, God, now I really need to find a bed. And I went and did a search for how far apart how many slats do you need on a queen size bed in order for the slats to be 2-3 inches apart. And it was showing me 14 slats. And I was like, okay, God, thank you that I did not buy any of those other beds that only had 12, because it was not the right distance. And I felt like, okay, I'm going to go to Walmart site, even though I had been there before. And immediately, as soon as I typed in queen size bed frame, the first two frames it showed had 14 slats, and they were wooden beds. And I was like, okay, my bed is here. And I looked at the height of the headboards, and the one was a little smaller than we have now, and the other was just about the same size. The only thing it didn't have was the footboard. And I kind of quickly said, it would probably make it easier to make the bed if I didn't have the footboard. So I clicked on it, and it had a twin size and a full size and a king size. No queen size was listed. And I was kind of like, oh, God, I thought this was our bed. I was so excited that it had the correct headboard and the dimensions are perfect. It will fit why doesn't it have my size? And he tells me, do a search for it. God, oh, okay, maybe it's on another site. So I went, did a search, and a link comes up for the queen size bed on Walmart. And I kind of was like, I already looked. They don't have the queen size, and he said, click on it. So I clicked on it, and there, all by itself, queen size. It's our bed. So I had even had a price in mind that I told God, I do not want the bed to cost more than this, because that mattress was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. And so this is where I really want to, our limit. And the bed with tax added was still below that price that I had told God I would really like to not go over this. And the higher headboard that I got was less. The bed cost less with the higher headboard than the one that was shorter, which that confirmed to me, as well as the fact that I was so disappointed when I did not see the queen size. And then when I did the search and found it, the excitement I felt, I was like, God, that is confirmation that you just answered my prayers. You knew exactly what I wanted because I told you, and you met every single thing that I wanted. So my encouragement to you, don't be afraid to tell God what you want or what you need. He loves you. He cares about you. He will provide it. He is a good father, and he loves you, and he's good all the time. You may think he doesn't care about a mattress and a bed, but because I kept going to him and kept asking him, telling him what I would like, and asking him to lead me to where this is, I know you can help me and give me a peace when I find it, that I know that I'm making the right decision. And I had every one of those. He led me to it. He provided exactly what I wanted, even though it took longer than I wanted. And I was at peace. So I hope that encourages you. I'm sorry this got so long, but I just felt like somebody out there needs to know, don't give up praying. Or maybe you haven't been praying about something that you really need. Ask God for it. He wants to give his children what they want. God bless, and have a great day.